So I'm here with David Perry, recently crowned the winner of the Inverleigh Open for 2023. How are we feeling, Dave?
Feeling pretty good. Yeah, glad the round's over. There's pretty rough conditions, but I'm happy with how I played.
Absolutely. Any standouts from round one that you think really set the cogs in motion?
Hole 7, the eagle. That second shot was pretty tasty.
Absolutely, and to be able to back it up after a rough start to round 2, what were your thoughts through those first 5 holes? And
yeah, I mean, it wasn't ideal, but my thinking is if I was going to have some mistakes, I'd rather have them at the start than towards the end. But I just stayed patient, played the game, tried to play a little safer towards the end. Circle 1 putts were feeling alright, didn't cash any circle 2s, but yeah, just kept it pretty clean.
And what are your thoughts on the place that a forehand cut roller has in your bag going forward?
I think I've got to put it away for a little bit and keep working on it. Normally I'm not too bad at them, but today wasn't working.
Yeah, well, while the forehand cut roller sits in the naughty corner and thinks about its actions, what are your key thoughts heading into the eruption in 2 weeks?
I think main thing to work on is circle 2 putting. Yeah, I think it definitely is one of those parts of the game that you can really gain some strokes. But I'm happy with where my backhand drives are. My forehand's feeling good. So I think circle 2 putting and probably scrambling.
Well, thanks so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at the eruption.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to Parked Media.
All right, we're here with Aidan Howard, who has secured his first ever podium in MPO today. Is that correct, Aidan? First ever podium?
Well, I actually got a second place in my first MPO tournament when there was only 2 contestants, so I'll take that.
Hey, it still says 2 on the PDGA records, mate.
This is the first real one.
First real one. Well, congratulations, mate.
Thank
Fair
you.
field today.
Yeah.
What were you expecting coming into it?
Honestly, I was looking at the field and I thought that Dave Perry was well above the rest, and then sort of anything could happen after that. I knew I had a chance, like if I played my best, and I wasn't expecting to finish top 3, but yeah, I just happened to end up playing pretty close to my best, so very, very happy with that. Yeah,
well, it was really good to watch, mate. How did you feel? Your first round was pretty solid. Did you feel it was more solid than your second, or white versus gold? How did that feel?
Well, it was my first time seeing the whites, so it was always going to be interesting to play a course I hadn't really seen, but mostly fairways and stuff similar to the golds, which I'd already played. I think that I really enjoyed both layouts. I think I played better on the golds, maybe because I played it before, but yeah, I mean, pretty consistent both rounds, but yeah, I think I even improved it a bit in the second. Yeah.
Amazing. And it's been an interesting year for you. So MPO, you made the jump at the start of the year.
Yeah, that's right. This year
to MPO from MA2. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was playing MA2 and I'd had enough of it. I pretty much I'd said to myself, whenever I first win a tournament in MA2, I'll move up, and I got a win in MA2 last year at Kingston City Classic. And then I said, you know what, I'm just going to move straight up to MPO because I figure I'll get better and I'll get to play with better players. So yeah, it was mainly just to improve my game, and it must have worked.
Spot on, mate. It's a lesson for everyone, I think. The better the players are that you play with, the more they push you, I find.
Absolutely.
And it's been great to watch that this year, and I think your move and a couple of others have inspired a lot of players to start to move up to MPO. So would you recommend it to playing above your division to your regular player?
I think it's just up to the person. Like, personally, I'm not really about winning. I play disc golf for fun, and yeah, I want to have a good time. I want to be good at disc golf, but I'm not here to win. If I win, that's a bonus. I just want to enjoy myself. So it just depends on the player themselves. As long as they're having fun in their division, then good for them.
All right, Gareth Morgan, we're here. How are you, man?
Very, very good. Super excited.
It's really good to see you here in Victoria, because we caught up with you recently in South Australia at Bel Air, and you've driven over here to Inverleigh for the Inverleigh Open.
That's correct. It's been on the bucket list. I didn't play that well at Nationals, so it's sort of a weekend that I wanted to come back and see how I could fare on this course. So yeah, I played well. It was good.
Yeah, you did. 3rd place MPO in your first MPO tournament.
Yes, so pretty excited. Yeah, I was second after the first round, and yeah, everything was going really well. Really happy with how I was playing and how I was putting. And then the the last round in the golds was a lot tougher than what I remember. So yeah, that was very difficult, but it was nice to throw different shots, you know, in different shapes. I love to travel to experience different courses, and this one is probably the hardest one in Australia, so it's nice to come over to see like the amount of work that these amazing individuals and volunteers have done to make this course even better than it is pretty incredible. So I'm so grateful that I got to experience that.
Yeah, we're grateful to have you here too, mate, because we did get a chance to speak recently about the work you've done at Bel-Air in South Australia, and Kyle and myself, sort of spoke about Bel-Air as a bit of an Inverleigh light. You know, you've got some trees, you're on a golf course, you've got some open things. Did it feel similar to that new course in South Australia?
Sadly, it's more designed for, say, beginners to intermediate to then a fun sort of advanced course. Hopefully in the future we could then go and push it to like a pro layout. That would be the ideal situation, and at the moment now it's just a massive success with beginners. You know, like there's the caravan park there. It's just been incredible for the club. So to come here and push those sort of like the hard par 3s, the hard par 4s and the hard par 5s, that's sort of a different experience. So it is, whereas like in Bel-Air then it's more a par 3s is closer to the 100 meters, so it's a bit more achievable for everyone at every level, whereas a course like this helps for accuracy and like technique to give you that distance. So it was a pleasure to watch David Perry this weekend. That was probably my highlight. Just so smooth. Yeah, it was just a great card, and I'm stoked that I've gone up to the pro just to watch that, to be honest. It was very impressive.
Yeah, it was a pretty special round, but don't sell yourself short there, mate. Watching you pipe some of those tree gaps, you know, when others didn't, and all of that sort of thing, was really special for me too. Congrats on the win on the Ace Run Challenge too.
Yes, that's pretty exciting.
50 Australian. I don't know what currency they use in South Australia.
Yeah,
but that should we'll cut that out if you didn't want anyone to know about that.
No, that's fine. It's it was quite funny because I said it to Alan. I'm like, oh, it's going to be so rude when the only South Australian's going to take away your A spot. So we had a bit of a giggle about it, and then for me to actually take it down is yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I feel kind of bad, but yeah, I made the trip over, so yeah, diesel is expensive. So.
Yeah, everything's expensive these days, mate. Enjoy it, congratulations, and we'll see you at the eruption. Thanks, Gareth Morgan.
And thank you so much for coming out and filming us. It's a pleasure to see your content online. Thank you very much.